All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about a question that, well, it comes up everywhere, right? A new class, a party, a job interview. And for a lot of us, it's kind of the one we dread hearing the most. You know the feeling, right? Someone asks you this, and suddenly, poof, your mind just goes completely blank. It feels like this huge pop quiz on your entire life. But what if we looked at it a different way? Because really, that's all it is. It's not some scary demand for your life story. Think of it as an invitation. Someone is literally just saying, hey, I think you're interesting, and I'd like to get to know you a little better. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build the perfect answer, step by step, using these simple little building blocks. First, we'll start with the basics. Then we'll get into your daily life. After that, we'll show off some personality. And finally, we'll put it all together. All right, section 1, let's start with the basics. This is the easy part, I promise. These are just the simple facts that kind of get the ball rolling. All we're talking about here are a few key things. Your name, of course, where you're from, where you live now, and if you feel like it, your age. But hey, that one's totally optional. Okay, so let's meet Paul and Emily. They're going to help us out. See how simple this is? My name is Paul. I am from Canada. My name is Emily. I am from the United States. Super easy, right? Clear and straight to the point. And look at this. It shows how different people's lives can be, and that's awesome. Paul's in a quiet little town with a garden, which sounds lovely. Emily's in the middle of a big, busy city in a nice apartment. See, there's no right or wrong answer here, and both of these are great little details to share.
And again, about the age thing, totally optional. But if you're cool with sharing, it's just another piece of the puzzle. Paul's 28, Emily's 25. Simple as that.
Okay, let's add the next layer to our building blocks. This is where we start to paint a picture of your daily life, the context of you. So what does that mean? Well, a few things are perfect for this. Your job or what you're studying, maybe a little bit about your family, and, who can forget, your pets. What you do every day is a big part of who you are, right? So for Paul, he's an English teacher, and he loves it. And Emily, she's an art student. Both of those are really great things to share with someone. And when you talk about family, you don't have to give their entire life story. Just a little detail is perfect. Like, Paul has a younger sister who studies music. Emily has an older brother named Tom. It just adds a nice personal touch. And here we go, the classic divide, dog person or cat person. Paul's got a dog named Max, and Emily has a cat named Luna. Seriously, talking about pets is such a great way to connect with people. It's almost always a win. Okay, now for my favorite part, the fun part. This is where we get to add some color. These are the building blocks that really show off your personality. Here's a little trick for talking about your hobbies. It's a super simple two-step process. First, just name the hobby. Then, and this is the key, say why you like it. For example, I like painting because it helps me relax. See? It instantly makes it so much more interesting. Just look at this. It's amazing how fast you get a feel for who Paul and Emily are, right? Favorite food, pizza versus pasta. Hobbies, music and soccer versus painting and reading. These little things say so much about a person. And hey, don't be afraid to share something you don't like. It can actually be just as relatable. I mean, who likes waiting in long lines, right? And Emily not liking to wake up early? I think a lot of us can relate to that one. Okay, so here's the most important part. We've built up this whole collection of building blocks about you, but you're not supposed to use them all at once. The key is to pick and choose the right blocks for the right situation. Let's think about two really common situations. Introducing yourself in a new class versus introducing yourself at a party. You're probably not going to say the exact same thing in both places, are you? So in a classroom, what's the vibe? It's about learning. So Paul's intro is perfect. My name is Paul. I'm from the United States. I like to learn new things. It's short, it's relevant to being in a class, and it's friendly. Nailed it. Now, a party is totally different. The goal there is just to connect and find things in common. So Emily leads with her hobbies. Hi, I'm Emily. I love to paint and listen to music. That is such a great opener. It immediately invites someone to ask about her art or what kind of music she likes. So when it all comes down to it, what should you remember? Number 1, keep it simple. Number 2, just be friendly. And you know what? A smile goes a long, long way. And remember, it's an invitation, which means you should be ready to ask them about themselves too. And that's really the main thing to take away from all of this. The goal isn't to give your entire life story. The goal is just to start a conversation. It's the first little step to making a real connection with someone. So now you have all the pieces. You've got your basics, your daily life, your personality, all your building blocks are ready to go. The next time someone asks, you'll know exactly what to do. You're not being put on the spot, you're just extending an invitation. So what's your story going to be?